everybody. It is Gardener Julia here, and I am at the Ventura Park Garden today. Hello, all my Ventura Park students. Today we have a very fun topic to talk about, but you have to figure out what that topic is. I have a couple clues to share with you to help you figure out what it is. All right, so our topic of the day is still a secret. I have this topic in my pocket, so it can fit in my pocket. Your three clues are: this thing is older than the dinosaurs. What? Older than the dinosaurs? That's so old. It is more important than money. More important than money. And it can fall without breaking. Take a guess. This thing is water. So water is very, very old, right? I would argue that it is more valuable than money, right? We need water to survive, and it can fall. It falls all the time from the sky and it does not break. Now that we know that our topic is water, I have some questions to start thinking about it. My first question is, why is water so important? Water is so important because plants and animals need it to survive. Are we an animal? We are an animal, so we need water also to survive. So it's really important for human beings. Our second question, how does water help our garden? Well, it's similar to our first answer. Plants and animals need it to survive. And my final question is, where does water come from? At home, I just turn on the faucet and it comes out of there. I can get it from the store in water bottles, right? But where does it come from before that? Water has been on our planet for billions of years. You cannot make new water, and you also cannot destroy water, meaning all of the water that we have on our planet is the same water we've always had. Water does change though. So it changes through something that we call the water cycle. Our water cycle has 4 big words that we're going to learn together today. To think about our water cycle, let's start by imagining a pond, a nice cool pond, and it becomes summertime, and the sun comes out and starts shining on our pond, and all of that water starts to heat up. What happens to water when it heats up? When you spill maybe some water on your shirt, does your shirt stay wet for the rest of the day? No, it dries. It evaporates into the air. So our first stage is evaporation. So now all of the water that was in our pond is now floating around in the air, goes into our nice cold sky, and all of that water in the sky condenses into a cloud. Our next big word is condensation. So now all of our water that used to be in the pond is in a cloud up in the sky, and clouds, they can get very, very, very heavy, and they hold so much water, and after a while they can't hold on to it anymore, and they drop it, and they drop it as what comes out of clouds? Rain. Another word for this is precipitation. All right, and all of that precipitation falls from the sky and onto the ground, where all of that water then collects, maybe in places like our oceans or underground as groundwater, or as our nice little pond that we started with. And the cycle goes around and around and around again. Now, together, let's say our 4 big words again. Evaporation, condensation, precipitation, collection. All right, that was a lot of really big words. Let's take a short mindfulness moment and calm ourselves before I show you how to do a really cool activity at home. Close your eyes, listen to the sounds of the ocean, and take 3 deep breaths. If you feel like it's a little difficult to remember or understand the water cycle, you are not alone. It's happening so far above our heads that it can sometimes be hard to visualize. So, a project that you can do from home is you can actually make a cloud at home. I'm going to show you how to do this to help better understand what exactly is happening in our water cycle. We only need a couple of supplies, so let's take a look at what we need. All right, what you'll need is a clear bowl with hot water in it. I've dyed my water blue just for the video so it's easier to see. Some plastic wrap and a bag of ice or an ice pack. Creating a cloud is this easy. You're gonna take your bowl of hot water. It should be a little steamy. You're gonna take a roll of plastic wrap and cover your hot water. And now what's happening is that this hot water, remember that word evaporation. So that hot water is evaporating, but this plastic wrap is catching all of that evaporated water. It's just floating around in the top here. To make a cloud, remember, all of that water in there has to get really, really cold to make a cloud. I'm gonna take my ice, and you place your cold ice right on top of that saran wrap. I'm gonna give it just a few moments. What do you think we might start to see? What we should see inside of our experiment is that hot water will evaporate into the air and go upwards. And then when it touches the ice, it will get cold and that water will condense, and we should see little water droplets starting to form on the top of our saran wrap. If we can get a water droplet that is big enough and heavy enough, we might see it drop like rain and back into its original collection of water. So let's take a look. I'm gonna take off this ice and let's see what's underneath here. I see that what has formed is a bunch of condensation. So it's almost like little teeny raindrops have formed on the top of our saran wrap. Let me see if I push my finger down and I can get a bunch of water droplets together, I might be able to get one to drop. If you make a cloud at home, I would love to see it. Thank you so much for joining me in the garden today. In the month of December in Oregon, the water cycle is happening all around us. Pay attention to when it is precipitating all around you. I'll see you all next month. Bye.